Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you want, I hear, an autumn TBR that is all Dracula themed, adjacent, whatever you want to call it. I've got you. I have a whole stack of books right in front of me. I even have a series in here. So let's get into it. First book I do have to, there are a couple books in here that I haven't actually read myself yet, but I have read most of these. So the first one we have here is Dracula the Undead by Zachary Stoker and Ian Holt. Haven't read this one. I have no idea if it's good or not, but it exists. So there's that. All right, moving right along, we have Hunting Prince Dracula by Karen Maniscalco. I have not read this book either, but I hear very good things about it. I read the first one. I liked it enough, but this title really sold it to me. So I am planning on reading this. I don't know if I'll get to it this year, but at some point I do want to read this. Then of course there's Dracula, because who would I be if I didn't include it on this list? It is the Dracula list after all. We have Dracula by Zachary Stoker and J.D. Barker, which is probably, might be my favorite book on this entire list, honestly, other than Dracula itself. So there is that. The next one I have not read, but it's a short story collection, includes Dracula's Guest. All of the short stories are by Bram Stoker. So there's that to choose from. This one is so underrated, and that's Stoker's Manuscript by Royce Prouty. This is excellent. Highly recommend. It's about a guy, he deals in like antique first edition manuscripts, and he is asked to come and like verify whether or not this manuscript is a first edition of one of Bram Stoker's like first edition like Dracula manuscripts. So very, very good. And then we have The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. I have not finished this. I am like halfway through. This is so good. If you like dark academia vibes as well, there's very academic in as far as vibes go, but it's not like dense or anything like that. At least I don't think so. It's very good, very accessible. I'm really enjoying it, and I am planning on finishing that one this year. We have In Search of Dracula. This is a nonfiction. It's the history of Dracula and vampires. It's a revised version. I read the first chapter and I'm very interested. I'm very intrigued. I don't know if I'll get to it this year, but I'm excited to read this one. And then the last we have on this list is a series, and I have it out of order. So, all right, first book is And I Darken by Kirsten White. And this is not specifically about Dracula, but it is a gender bent version of Vlad the Impaler and that entire story. So I like to think of it as kind of Dracula adjacent, just because Dracula is just so entwined with the historical figure of Vlad the Impaler. Whether or not Dracula is actually, you know, inspired by Vlad the Impaler, who knows? But it feels very adjacent to me, so I'm going to put it on this list. We have book 2, Now I Rise, and then the last one is Bright We Burn. These books are just great. I am planning on rereading them, absolutely. I very much enjoyed them. So if you guys need anything Dracula inspired, I've got you.